Yeah, good morning. We can hear you. Can hear you, sir.
All right. Good morning, everyone. How are we all doing today? And how is our weekend coming out?
Very well, thank you.
Yes. So let me officially welcome everyone to this event today. So today we'll be talking about how businesses can grow how businesses can grow their business with technology, with IT technologies, that we have that we can, leverage on. So we'll be speaking on the topic, increasing business productivity with IT consultation. And let me quickly mention that this is a recurring event, happens once every month. So I would enjoy that we, sit back and listen, and also put it to be part of our calendar to know that, okay, so once in every month, we can always pop in here to come and listen to beautiful content that we can leverage on to take our businesses to the next level. So without further ado, I would like to, introduce our speaker, our first speaker for today, in the person of Olivia. So Olivia, please, the floor is yours. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Jacob, for that. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are in the world. And welcome to this wonderful live session today. And thank you so much for having me, everyone. My name is Olivia Wami, and I work with Bincom ICT as her service manager. So without wasting much of your time, I'm just going to quickly share my screen. I have a slide prepared for this presentation and would kick off immediately. Okay, so the title of the event, as we've all heard, is increasing business productivity with tech. Okay, sorry, give me a minute. I don't think it's on slideshow yet. All right. So increasing business productivity with tech, and I hope we're all having a great time anyway. So first of all, from an overview of what it simply means by increasing your business productivity with tech, is actually important for us to know that an ounce, as small as an ounce of prevention, is what a pound of cure. So I don't want us to see this as even if I don't want to do this, it's fine, or even if I can actually take a shorter cut or delay on some processes because yes, it works for me. But the truth is, because a problem has not started doesn't mean it would not occur in the future. So that's why I say that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So during a typical work day, right, your team is moving from one task to the other, trying to get emails across, reply to messages, attend meetings, and by the time you actually leave your office, you're exhausted. Even if you're working remotely, if you're a hybrid worker, or you work directly from your office space, trust me, at the end of the day, while you're scrambling to do all of these things, you get exhausted. Now, if these efforts they're not really producing results, it might be time for you to examine your business productivity. And I know that some of us have noticed that you work from 8 to 5, and you know that you've been doing a lot of stuff, like you've been doing a lot of tasks from the point you're at your workspace, you're with your system, you're making calls, you're sending emails. But then at the end of the day, you're wondering, really, what exactly did I do today? Like the things I did, Were they like really productive to the business? Would they really increase the revenue of the business? Are they making a positive impact to the business? Right? Some of us actually feel that way sometimes. So when you actually think about all of this, I think, and you can really see that there isn't any result being produced after putting in all these efforts, then I think investing in an efficient IT consulting system might be like, the best idea for you for your future growth. Why is because you need to lay the groundwork. Why is because there are certain things you need to avoid, like putting in 100% of your effort and getting 1% results. I know that you might actually feel like, no, that doesn't work. But if you're not convinced, let's actually find out how we can, do more, how we can actually help ourselves better. So the first thing is understanding the problem. One of the problems we need to understand is project strategy and planning. What do I mean by that in essence? Now, with the help of IT consultants, you will know how to most effectively use technology to stay on top of your long-term goals. I know that we have, for example, in this case is you'll be able to, utilize analytics softwares that review trends in client data, pointing you towards potential opportunities for the future of your company. And also with technology, you'll be able to generate specific ideas and create step-by-step plans to achieve concrete results. Now, you might actually think that this is something that you can do by yourself. You don't really need a professional to come tell you, okay, this is what you need to do, or this is how you need to do it. The truth is, with the IT consultants, they actually help you. They help you skip some processes or some steps that you might want to take or you would take while you're working on your own. Thereby, they're saving you time, and they're saving you time, one of them, but I don't say all of them at this point because we'll still get to that. So with the help of IT consultants, you know how to, use effectively technologies to stay on top of your long-term goals, because the purpose of you getting an IT consultant to work with you is to meet your current goals and, most important, your long-term goals. Because long-term goals are you actually thinking in your mind, what does my business need to achieve in 5 years? What does my business need to achieve in 3 years? So your IT consultant is going to actually help you achieve those goals. The next is worker productivity. Now, history shows that technological inventions have always increased workers' productivity. An example is an Excel sheet, as simple as an Excel sheet that we use, right? And now you say that when you're actually using your Excel, everybody is moving to the cloud. So they want to actually work online. You're using your Google Sheets online. The only thing you need to do, you don't need to download, you don't need to save what you're doing, you don't need to download it and then send to someone. The only thing you need to do is just work on your Excel sheet and share that sheet with anybody you want. You can restrict access also. It's as simple as that. And modern tools are massively capable of enhancing efficiency in business opportunities. One of the ways IT consultants can help is by introducing technological solutions that increase individual workers' productivity, like I just explained. So something you can think of is the invention of the wheel, or more importantly, the dot-com boom of the 90s. So previously, that people have to, when your customers want to reach you, it has to be like face to face. You have to like do this door-to-door movement or face-to-face communication. But with the invention of .com, that's websites, people can actually see your products, people can see the services you offer by just, going to see your website. Now, your team can also communicate with your clients by either communicating with them through WhatsApp, through Facebook, directly on your WhatsApp through what we call chat box, right? And it's saving them time. It's also improving their productivity because they can do everything from one place. So with their computer system, with their phone, they're able to do a lot of things at once. The next thing is communication. I think I've already explained this, but because technology is something that keeps revolving and it's evolving, most modern offices invest in the latest technology. Now, it's not just about inventing, just using those modern technologies. There's a question you need to answer. Do they know how to use that technology to streamline communication? So it's not just by getting the latest MacBook, it's not just by getting the latest Windows, it's not just by changing your operating system, but really, do they know how to effectively use those technologies, those solutions? Now, an IT consultant can help you walk through different software options and also help you pick out the one that is most compatible with your company's mission and communication style. Now, I know that when some of us have noticed this thing, when you have a lot of money, you want to just get the latest thing. You're not sure if it's going to help you solve the problem you need to solve. You're not even sure it's going to do what needs to be done. But because it's new, it's trending, you will just go and get it. And at the end of the day, you find out that it is not even what you want. It doesn't give you exactly what you want. It doesn't give you what you need, which is the most important. So you can seek the guidance on building your own software if you feel like the solutions that are already in the market or the products that are already in the market is not something you need. We have persons called developers or freelance developers that you can, seek guidance with your IT consultants on how to reach out to them, on how to tell them what exactly you need them to do for you so that your business can move forward. And the next is competitive advantage. Now, a lot of us know that whatever thing we do, we must be ahead of our competitors. So small businesses do not have an IT staff, so you can count on gaining an edge with the expertise that IT consultants have to offer. So not all small businesses actually have like an IT department. Not all of them have an IT person. Not all of them think that they need such, which is not necessarily true, right? Because the age we are is the digital age. So as small as your business is, even if you're operating with just 5 persons, you actually need an IT staff to help you keep your technology up to date. So the softwares you're using needs to be up to date because now we are like in this world where there's a lot of scam. So you need to make sure that you're not behind. You need to be up on your game. You need to make sure that the softwares you're using are updated, even on your website that you think is secured. Your website can actually be hacked. It can be hacked. So, but with the help of an IT consultant, which would actually tell you that you need an IT guy, or even if you don't think you can, work with one in office, you can outsource. It can be outsourced to you. An IT person can be outsourced to you. So why it can be tempting to cut costs in the short term by not investing in IT support, there will come a point when you need it for either simple things. That's the funny part. It's like one day you wake up and you're like, maybe you need to fix like a security breach, and you're wondering, why can't I get into my Gmail? What is happening? But you know that if you actually had an IT support, they'll be able to tell you that you need something called a two-factor authentication. That's you adding another layer of security to your existing security. So regardless of your business size, don't wait until an emergency to utilize IT, services to the fullest. So I would say at this point that most small businesses are actually using outdated technology, not just small businesses. Maybe you who own a business, but you're working for yourself by yourself. You're using an outdated technology and an average of only 2 apps. Now, other common tech-related mistakes include skipping on adequate IT security, neglecting to back up data correctly or efficiently. Now, if you have something, okay, everybody's saving on the cloud, right? And nobody's using like an external hard drive. Nobody's using like a USB stick to, save data or save informations or save anything you actually need to save. But that doesn't mean that because you're using the cloud, you do not need an extra layer of security. That's why it's very important that for any um, technology you're using, a two-factor authentication is really important, not just to um, use or put there for just putting their sake, but to protect you, to protect your data in the long run. That's one of the reason why you actually need something like that. So the next is automation, and there are like countless advantages a business stands to gain from automating time-consuming tasks. Unfortunately, they are overlooked. So automation is something that is really trending right now. People are trying to automate their processes. They're trying as much as possible to, automate anything that they're doing, their tax processes. And since implementation of new technologies takes time, be sure to have an IT consultant on hand to train your employees and answer their questions during those learning phases. Now, there is actually a wide share that choosing automation will eliminate jobs and leave many people unemployed. I have heard about that misconception. Now, for instance, is why employees have traditionally spent anywhere from a few hours to several days creating reports by hand. There is now an existing software that generates them automatically. But the truth is, this does not take away anybody's job. Rather, it actually creates the opportunity for an employer or an employee rather to interpret what a given report actually means and apply them insights to guide decisions. So when employees are freed of, all these menial tasks, they are able to tackle more challenging and rewarding projects, not just for your business, but also for them. And the reality in most workplace is that not enough learning takes place, which hinders, career development and results in unmotivated and dissatisfied employees. Because if you've worked in any place, if you feel like you're not growing as a person, you actually get tired of working because it's like you're just putting in the work for the business, but you are not growing. And it's like at one day you would not want to come to work because nothing is motivating you. So this in turn propagates a vicious circle that can curtail if the business implements automation effectively. So implementing automation, that it's allowing your employees to learn new things, allowing them to really think outside their usual day-to-day, thoughts. The next is remote working, which has, that's like become really, really rampant since the COVID outbreak. So technologies like virtual desktop and virtual private network make it possible to work from home. And if your business currently current IT system cannot support this, you run the risk of not only experiencing a loss of productivity, but worse, falling behind competitors. So a funny thing is, how did we not know that remote working actually helps for business productivity? Like how? we didn't actually know that until the COVID outbreak. But the truth is, in Nigeria, which most of us are currently, remote working was not a thing because people felt like you have to come into the office from 8 to 5, 8 to 6 before you can, it can be said that you have really helped the business for that day. So, in fact, a whooping 79% of employees report having worked from home when they are like having like a severe winter storm, which is outside of Nigeria. We don't have that. Well, we have rain, and the rain in Nigeria is bad because of the flood, and some persons would not want to go out with that. So if you are in a location where the weather is never really an issue, then lucky you. But there's still an advantage of working remotely because it actually helps business productivity. People will just, they wake by 6, prepare their mind for the day, it's 7, and they're already on their workstation. Because they're at home, the only thing they'll need is like an hour to, freshen up, relax their mind, grab something to eat, and they continue working, which is something that is, really, really nice, basically. So the project objective is the next thing we'll look at. Now, although not immediately obvious, IT consulting helps business optimize the efficiency of their operations beyond the basic maintenance of hardware and software, which sometimes we feel that is the only thing our businesses need. But first of all, let's understand the market, right? Now, this what you can see on my screen right now is actually a statistics that was done for businesses like IT consulting and implementation service in the world. So you can see that over the years, the demand for it has increased. So you shouldn't feel like you saying that, okay, somebody telling you that you need an IT consultant for your business is not really a thing. It actually has been a thing since 2016, and it is still increasing. Like it is still, the demand for it is still increasing as the year, as the year go on or as time goes on. So what are the benefits or what are the things to consider when you want to choose an IT consulting service on IT consultant? Now, you need to choose a consultant with an impressive portfolio and excellent customer rating. This actually goes for everything that you're doing, right? Anytime you need to purchase something new, anytime you need to get something that you haven't used before, you always want like a review. You want to see like a rating or a review of what has been said by that product or that software. So it's the same with consultancy. You also need to, research you also need to look at the portfolio. You also need to look at the customer ratings. What are people saying about this? Is this service good? Is it bad? Do you need to choose a consultant with 5 years experience? Excuse me, a consultant with 10 to more years of experience. Those are things you need to consider. You also need to make sure that you discuss your project from start to finish with each prospective consultant. So you're not just coming to say, okay, I need an IT consultant, and when a section is booked, you're just saying, I don't know what my business really needs. So I think you would help me better. But that's not true. You need to make sure that you are ready to discuss what you need, what your project is about from the start to its finish. You need to check their reputation also. Are they good? Is it the kind of service I'll use today? It will be good. Tomorrow, the customer service is terrible. The IT consultant is not willing to listen to me, not willing to take what I want into consideration. So you need to also check their website for information on the certification, technologies, specialty, and years in the business, which is also an important thing. So there are actually like a lot of fake websites out there. Permit me to use the word fake website out there where people are going to lie about, what they do, lie about their certification. But the good thing about this is we have a platform called LinkedIn, where you can easily go and see what the person has been doing, what the person has done, what certifications the person has. And some of those professionals go as far as getting their own portfolio website or their own website. They actually showcase what they have done, which is their portfolio, showcases their portfolio over the years of them in business. And you also need to choose a consulting firm that offers free consultation, maybe for the first 10 minutes, the first 20 minutes, and also has fixed cost packages with clear defined deliverables and deliverables depending on the size of and complexity of your project. So a service you need to choose, what this really means is you shouldn't just choose a service or work with a consultancy that has yes, you have to pay to use our service, but doesn't outline what you're paying for, doesn't outline the price you're paying for, doesn't outline if you're paying per hour, if you're paying if you're paying monthly, you're paying weekly and quarterly. So those are the things you also need to take into consideration, because they are actually important things you will need to consider, because it's a service you're paying for. So you need to prepare yourself that, yes, I can pay for this. No, I cannot pay for this. Now, looking at the benefits of, improving or increasing your business productivity with tech, the first and most important one is save cost and time. Now, everything we do, well, I don't know for all of us, but I'm very sure everything I do, I always want to save cost, and I also want to cut down on time, because time is really essential. So an IT consulting company will help you scale up, and they help you scale up your internal capabilities, help you avoid problems, which is the important one. And experienced experts are also capable of stepping in quickly to fix them so that they don't escalate further, which is the beautiful thing about, working with an IT consulting company. Those errors, those mistakes, those issues or problems that your business may face at one point, they are easily squashed, because you have somebody that has seen such happen over time, and they are easily able to, dissolve that problem. So not only do they work more quickly than the internal personnel due to their experience level, but they come at a significant lower cost for you as well. Now, I know that some of us must have, I don't really know, but some businesses must have come across a scenario where they have an issue, right? Maybe a security breach, and they're trying so much to just resolve that, because the internal personnel do not have like really high years of experience. They work from the basis. It's just like saying your phone fell into water, and the first thing you do is you remove the battery and you clean the inside of the phone. So those are like steps you need to take. But if a professional, somebody that has seen that happen over time, is with you, they will tell you what you need to do immediately to make the phone work. So it's not remove the battery, wait for some time, clean the phone, wait for some time. Immediately you're removing the battery, clean the phone, you're unscrewing the phone itself so that everything can air dry, or you can pat them dry. So a typical consulting firm may charge per time or per hour, while some companies may actually charge per project. It just depends on them. The next benefit is it enhances focus on core business. Now, this actually involves you working with an existing business model to drive long-term goal. So you're not just trying to see what model you need to use, but there is already a model in place that would be offered to you that would drive long-term growth. And the core focus should be on optimizing the designing of business process, building effective strategy, tracking performance, improving your employee productivity, and achieving maximum efficiency. So those are the things you need to, focus on. These are the things you need your business to actually achieve in the short and the long run. And IT consulting services help strategize critical information, components needed for improved decision making within a company's organization structure. So not just for businesses, but as a person, sometimes you need to, make some decisions for the first time, and you have to, second guess. But if you meet somebody that is older than you and say, this is what I want to do you think, and this is somebody that has done that before, the person would easily tell you, okay, leave to do this, do B instead, forget about A would not work. That has saved you cost, and it has also saved you time, and you're moving on with what you need to do. Also, it another benefit is productivity boost. Now, an IT firm assesses your current technology assets and make recommendations about how to streamline your business operations better. An example of this is, suppose you need help with your website design or social media marketing, but can't afford full-time employees for those projects. So you have a desktop, you have a Dell laptop, you have an HP laptop. Do you need to upgrade those? Do you need to use them? And they would actually satisfy what you need to use them for or not. So those are assets, and recommendations are made if they are needed. And an experienced business consultant can recommend where to find, vendors that would help that are best suited for your project. And also, a company that specializes in software implementation will have no problem installing any packages you purchase. So if you're working with an IT consulting firm that also offers software solutions or software implementation, they'll be able to just fix all of those things for you. The next benefit is update you with latest trend. So an experienced consultant will help you, will also provide you with digital transformation services, which includes cloud-based solutions, an area most SMEs are slow to adopt. This is because they don't have the full-time tech support team. So a good consultant will actually help you figure out how to optimize the cloud computing solution so they are suitable for your business by working according to the latest IT outsourcing trend. So if you have a solution, let's say a mobile app solution, and a recommendation I can make to you for free is, maybe you need to push that solution to Azure, you need to push that solution to AWS, but depending on if you like their services, so those tips are given to you. That is one of the reasons you need a consultant that just update you with which cloud-based web pack you need to get the Microsoft 360 license or not. They will also let you know about that. If you want to change the operating system, if you want your employers or some of your employers to change the operating system that they use, that would also, if it's a yes, you'll be told. If it's a no, you would also be told. Another benefit is measurable results, which is what everybody wants to see. So when working with an outside company, business owners can ensure that consultants get paid to produce results. So it's not like saying, okay, my employees can work with me for 3 months, and after 3 months, I can start seeing results. Working with a consultant, an IT consultant for a month can actually help you with your results. You can start seeing results immediately. So strategic consultancies would have a vested interest in your success and work to improve efficiency and profitability so that you can do more of what's important to you. And you won't have someone who is just going through the motion until something better comes along. So there is experience they are experts in their field. There is no need of waiting for what is good. You're getting what you need at that point. So they want your company to succeed just as much as you do. And I think this is the last, is update you with the latest trend. So we know that updates are really continuous in the tech space. An experienced consultant will actually provide you with digital transformation services, which include the cloud-based solutions, an area. Okay, I think I have talked about this before. So we just moved on to the proposed deliverables. Now, what are the things you need to, what are the things you need to see? What do they need to deliver on? What is your IT consulting service needs to deliver on, or your IT consultant needs to deliver on? One is offers variety in experience, focuses on your business objective and goals, as well as provide comprehensive advice and identifies critical areas of improvement, which is what every business needs. This is just like if you're using a framework or a practice called ITIL, which is a framework, a framework that actually helps you with service delivery. It actually has a circle where you start from the points, right, from point A to point F. So at point F, you reevaluate what has been done, what your service is like, and you also improve it. Because if you're not improving on your service, if you're not improving on your business, then more or less you're not listening to what your customers are saying. Because every product that is in use, customers need an upgrade. There is something that you think is there, but it's not there. And you would know that it's not there because people are using it and they are reviewing on it. So one of consulting most significant advantage is that consultants bring a broad range of skills and experience to your business. And a strategic consultant understand that one size does not fit all when it comes to business management. It makes the consultants an invaluable resource for companies and brand. So what you feel is going to be good for business A may not be good for business B. Why? There are a couple of factors in place. One, the size of the business may be different, the area of expertise may be different, the industry may be different, the number of staff may be different also. So as your business grows, you may find that you need help with how to take advantage of emerging technologies as best as possible. And it is like I said, the one benefit, which is the critical areas of improvements that is identified. If you're not clear on what your company needs, now a consultant would help you, clear that. And an independent third party that has no vested interest in selling products or pushing services can help you find gap, assess the risk, and offer recommendation for closing those gaps and minimizing those risks, which is something everybody needs. You need like a third eye. You need an outside person to tell you, this thing I'm doing, is it good? Do I need to improve on? Is there something I need to change? Is there something I need to check on? And so on. So there is actually a solution. Like I said earlier, I work with Bincom ICT solution, and we have a solution called Bincom IT advisory. Now the Bincom IT advisory, a consultancy, we offer consultancy services where the only thing you would need to do is visit the website, which is bincom.net/advisory. You would see the information you need. You see our available consultants, their years of experience, their areas of expertise, and you just need to book a session with the consultant you want and get your required service and achieve your goal. So the time is something you will need to pick. Whatever time works for you is going to work for the consultants. And if you are the kind of person that is not so sure you have like a free 20 minutes to speak with the consultant, where you get some things cleared out before you move on. So there are frequently asked questions that I have gotten over the years working as a service manager for this consulting firm, and more or less is, why is it important to really use to have an IT consultant to work with a business, and why they should hire an IT consultant, and why IT consultants are important for organization. Now, the questions may seem alike, but they are really not alike. That is why I broke down the responses. Now, why IT consultancy is important is for business growth. That is the purpose of it. Now, the consultants play an important role in business management, implementation, deployment, and maintenance. So not only this, but they also play an important role in developing core IT strategies, doing competitive analysis, and much more. So you're not just getting, your business managed. You're not just getting implementation of technologies. You're not getting deployment of solutions or software maintained, but there is a need for IT strategies and making sure that you are ahead of your competitors. So why should you hire an IT consultant? You should hire an IT consultant to help with complex IT projects besides doing the competitive analysis, developing IT strategies, and delivering faster and better technology solutions. And why IT consultants are important for businesses and organizations. In this sense, they actually help businesses, organizations in overcoming business hurdles, helping businesses in improving their performance as well. And they also help you navigate through processes, through incidents as problems that your business may face while they are working with you. So this has brought us to the end of my slide. And if we have any questions, it's now time for feedback. You can ask me any question you want. Thank you very much. So any questions, you can ask the questions you have. If you can't speak at this time, and you can also send.
Yeah, I think I have
You can
a
also send
question.
it. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Nuruddin.
Okay, thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful presentation. Thank you for that. So my question is, my own company right now, we don't have a website. Like, we don't work with a website. So basically, thing we do is that take mix of social media. Actually, we run a restaurant business whereby we can order for our products and do instant delivery. So basically, we don't have a website for that. We don't have any system for that. So someone like me that doesn't have a website, do I still need IT consultants? So that is my first question. Like, do I need my phone? Like, is there a economical for me? So
yes.
I have like 3 questions. Can I go ahead?
Okay, I'll just answer them as you go so I don't forget. Your first question, yes, you still need an IT consultant. So you can ask your second question.
Okay, my second question is, sometimes, like me personally, I have this in mind that like it's something that is somehow expensive. I run a business here in Nigeria. That,
okay.
Getting in touch with IT consultants for this particular thing. I know Bincom. I'm not sure whether your company runs something like that. Can you take me through maybe charges? How does it work? Like, is it cost of course? Or maybe a company that is running some something like that. That company that can actually call for your services. So,
oh,
and the third one is that the third one that I want to ask is that, like, I'm just asking on it. I want to just play with me. That's it. Say I don't maybe employ someone as my IT guy. I see economic, I see better, or I should have an deal with IT consultancy. Do you understand? Like, should I make? Should I do a business with IT consultancy firm, or I should just employ an IT guy in my company? Which one is more economical? Which one is more advisable? Which one will I get better results?
Okay. For your second question, yes, Bincom ICT offers consulting services. We actually do. You can book a free 20-minute session with our consultants, and we offer the standard. We have like the standard sessions and priority sessions, which have different prices attached to that. And for your last question, now, if you want, there's a word you use, I think for optimization or something, then there's actually a word you use. I want to actually make reference to that. Then you need, for you to get like the best out of your business, then you need an IT consultant. But if you're still trying to handle those issues, you just want to try for yourself first, which is not really advisable, then you can work with an IT personnel. The difference is an IT personnel do not have as much years of experience as an IT consultant. So you might face issues, you might face problems while you have the IT personnel with you. Those problems can be fixed, but it would actually require cost and time. But whereas while you're using an IT consultant, consultancy service, it saves you cost and as well as time. So before that issue might even take place, it would be pointed out and resolved immediately. So that's the difference between using both.
All right, thank you.
All right. Thank you for your questions also. Okay, I don't know if anyone have any other question or I.
Can you hear me? I have a question.
All right, I can hear you, Mr. Brahma.
So okay. Let me give you this scenario. I have a company I want to start, and I'm going to employ like 20 people, and we haven't generated any revenue because we're just starting, and I need an IT firm. So it's expected that IT firm that asks or that has price charges that's higher than the other to give me quality consultation. So I want to know if you will advise me to go for a company or a firm that has a higher price, or if there are other criteria that I should look at. I know you've mentioned one or two, but it wasn't really what's what I'm going to use. It wasn't a criteria that I can actually use in that sense for me to start a company, because I literally don't know anything about consultation and I don't know who to meet. So what is the advice you're going to give me? And then the other question is, do you have a list of companies apart from Bincom? And if Bincom has charges, maybe you can tell me. And then if there are other companies that also you want me to consider while starting my company.
Okay. Your first question is, you're starting a business new, right? You already have the number of staff you want working with you. Now, for IT consultancy service, just like every other services out there, what's it called? Higher cost doesn't necessarily mean better results or better service. Because the reason for this is not if a service actually works for your friend or for another business, doesn't mean it's going to work for you, right? That's why I said there are certain things you need to put in place. You need to actually check what is your strategy going to be like, what is your planning going to be like, how many persons are working with you, which you already have, what is your communication going to also be like, and who are your competitors. So those are the things that would need to be in place before you can really choose which consulting service you want to work with. For your second question, yes, I don't have a lot like their names, the names of consultancy services out there, but you can either search for that on your search engine, either using your Google Chrome or your Microsoft Bing to search for consultancy services around you or around the state, country you reside. Now, like I told the first person who asked the same question, Bincom does a free 20-minute section, and we also have two other types of sessions, which is the standard and the priority. The standard session is actually charged as $600 per hour, and you can, we have senior consultancy that actually starts with that prices, and you are able to choose which consultants you would like to work with, because you can find their area of expertise and the years they have also been in the industry.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Any other person have questions, please?
All right, so I am seeing a question on the chat box. Okay, can an IT consultant be useful in any way to a church organization as a business? If yes, in what ways? Now, a church can actually be said that it is a business anyway. If you disagree, please, I apologize for that. But in my own way, I see a church as a business. Now, yes, it can also be used. In what way? You're trying to, there has to be a reason, or there have to be a problem you want to be solved. So do you actually need more visibility, which I know all churches need? Are you trying to spread the word to a larger audience? Then you actually need those, because businesses are businesses. So whether they are in the religious center, religious area or not, you just have to look at the plan you want, the kind of communication also you're trying to use. What way do you need to improve? What way do you need to be visible? So those are the things that would be considered and would also be taken into place, so that your IT consultants can give you the results that you need. So I hope I answered that question. Okay. Since there are no more questions for me, I think thank you so much, everyone, for having me. I really appreciate the questions that were asked. It actually made me know that everybody was listening, and thank you so much for your time too.
Thank you. Really appreciate the session.
Olivia,
Right.
thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. I really learned a lot, although I came in late, but I was able to learn some few things. So in order not to waste much of our time, we want to move to the next agenda, which is the IT advisory. And this would also be taken by Olivia Wami. So we are bringing you back again to the stage, Olivia.
Okay, thank you for that. So I think I've already explained with the questions that were asked. Bincom ICT provides a free 20 minutes with one of our CTOs, and one of our CTOs or IT consultants that you can speak with. And each of our consultants have specific industries and skill focus, which provides, a versatile approach to solving problems as related to your technological need. So now the world as we know it is rapidly changing with technology. So what is new today may not be new tomorrow, or it might be obsolete tomorrow. And the greatest room in the world is the room for improvement, which every single business need. And information communication technology has been a huge part, it has played a huge part of this change. So for whatever sector that your business may be in, we are here to actually provide consulting and advisory service to you. So that is, I think I've actually explained this a lot with the questions. So this is just an overview for me.
All right.
All right, Olivia, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So the next on our agenda is giving an overview of what my cycle is all about. So this event is actually being hosted by my cycle in partnership with Bincom ICT. And I'm really sure that Olivia already made mention of what Bincom ICT is all about, the solutions they offer, and basically what they offer in Bincom ICT, which is to provide IT consultancy, outsource IT, and some other solutions like that. So now I would like us to know what my cycle is all about, our partnership with Bincom ICT, what my cycle basically does, and what we actually offer. So I would like to call on Ajani Nuruddin to shed more light on what my cycle is all about. Thank you. Nuruddin.
All right. Thank you, Shul, for that. Can you hear me? Yeah. Sorry, am I clear? No? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. You can go on.
Okay, so what my cycle is all about is Olivia has said a lot of things regarding the ICT, the reason why your business need an ICT consulting service. And what my cycle is all about is, my cycle is there to help your business. They are there to help your business grow, by increasing your leads. In the sense that my cycle is there for to help you run publicity. My cycle is the link between you, your businesses, your products, and your customers. I mean, your targeted customers. So my cycle does this by training some ambassadors. What ambassadors does is that there are people that are actually interested in letting people know about your products. So my cycle has a lot of ambassadors in their pool, whereby they try to publicize your business, target the customers. So this is different from you taking your customer to maybe an influencer like Sabines or whatever it is. It's a normal thing you can say there, a lot of people can know about it. But so what about situation whereby there are people there that publicize your business to people that actually need your services? So that was my cycle does that. So that is the different way that my cycle actually run their own. So what we do is that we help your business to grow by connecting you to the right market, by connecting you to the right targeted customers. So through our ambassadorship platform. So that is exactly what we do. So we look at our service. So we also have a consult session where we get to know about how your business run, how about your products, and we are always there to support you the best way. You need to grow your business efficiently, increasing your lead, and at the same time increasing your profits on the long run. So thank you. In case you have any questions, you can actually drop a message for us in the session. We'd like to explain it.
All right, Nuruddin, thank you very much for giving us a brief of what my cycle is all about. So in order to expatiate more on what Nuruddin just said, please, can anyone hear me? Just to confirm if my network is okay.
Can I hear you loud and clear?
All right, thank you. So, in order to add more to what Nuruddin earlier said, my cycle is like it's a digital platform which provides online and offline services, and basically we are basically like a community, and we offer different services. We offer brand advertising and a lot more. And if you could remember, I said Bincom, ICT, and my cycle, we are both partners. Bincom ICT is basically it's like a client to my cycle, and we've run various campaigns. We've done a lot of campaigns like the Emigrate campaign. We've carried out the SME campaign. We've carried out a lot of campaigns, and basically the Bincom ICT, what is showing on your screen, what you can see right now on your screen, which is the Bincom ICT Solution Sales Agents campaign, is also one of the campaigns we're actually running. And it's just like the way I said we are partnering with the Bincom ICT. So basically we are in partnership with them in order to tell the world what Bincom ICT solution does, what they basically do. And what is on the screen right now is Bincom ICT Solution is a technology company which focuses on a medium large scale enterprise. So basically what Bincom ICT does, what they offer is they offer technological solutions to companies that are from 20 man above. And one of these solutions includes software solution, the IT consultancy, which Olivia, speaker, already made mention of earlier, that if you are in need of a consultancy in probably in whatever business you are running, and it has to relate with that of technology, the Bincom ICT solution offers that consultancy. And not just that, they offer the OutsourceIT. They also offer skill outsourcing and a lot more, which we could all see on my screen right now. And if please, could we scroll down? Could we scroll down to see more? Okay, thank you. Yeah, okay. Again, like go down again, please. Okay, yeah, thank you. So basically, like I said, this is a campaign which is live and it's actually back, please. It's actually live. This campaign, which is the Bincom ICT Solution Sales Enterprise campaign, it's actually live. And it's actually going on because we are trying to recruit ambassadors for this particular campaign, which is the Bincom ICT Solution Sales Agents campaign. And basically what these ambassadors are just going to do for us is that we get to, if you could see on your screen, it says to get started, you can simply share some of the Bincom ICT DPs. So basically, we get to provide you these flyers, these Bincom ICT flyers, which you post on your network, you post on your social media account for your friends and families to see that, oh, okay, this is what Bincom ICT is all about. They offer IT consultancy, they offer skill outsourcing, they offer this and that. So as an ambassador for my cycle, because we will be, like I said, it's a campaign that is actually live, and we're trying to recruit new ambassadors for my cycle that would help us run this campaign. And this is a campaign that's not really going to stress you, because all you just have to do is to post these flyers, which will be provided to you by my cycle members. You just have to post these flyers on your social media account. You post it. It could, but even not just posting alone, you could also do an oral what would I call it? Telling your friends with your mouth. You could just pass this information with your mouth to your colleagues, sharing the news about what Bincom ICT is all about, what we offer, and and what you stand to gain, because this is an opportunity that would also help you in expanding your network, and not just your network alone. You get to also earn money pending the time. Like currently now, we all know that this current situation now, there is an ongoing strike, which is known as the ASU strike. So rather than you just sit down at home doing nothing, you could just earn money while you are sitting down at home by just referring people to the Bincom ICT solution, making sure that, okay, it's not just about you referring them, it's also about you bringing them and ensuring that they are able to I'm sorry, I'm trying to look for the correct word. They are able to they are able to, you said?
So they're able to subscribe to our services.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Yes, exactly. That was what I was. They're able to subscribe to the Bincom ICT solution. So we don't want we don't want you just posting alone, just posting, and we are not getting people. We want people to like participate in like the word Olaoluwa, you subscribe to the services and solutions that Bincom ICT offers. So this is majorly the campaign we're actually running on ground. So we are recruiting new ambassadors. So if you are interested, and the funny thing about it is that you could not just only this campaign that is actually live, you could also you could also participate as an ambassador in being an ambassador to a particular campaign, which is the Bincom ICT Solution Agents campaign. Like I said, we are running different campaigns, the SME campaign. So you could even engage in more than one campaign, and you get to earn a lot. You get to earn money, although it's going to be on a weekly network, and you get to become those that what you post online. So I believe this is an opportunity for us to make money while at the comfort of our house, and not just making money alone. You also get to meet new people. You also get to tell the world more about tech, how tech is actually expanding the world, how tech is actually making changes, how and what Bincom ICT solution is all about. So basically, like I said earlier, my cycle is a digital platform which provides offline and on-site services to you. So we are in partnership with the Bincom ICT solution, and that's all. But if you have any questions or you don't understand most of the services we provide, or you don't understand how to go about it, you could just let me know. But I can see some questions on the chat box, and Wami said, sorry if I'm not getting your name correctly. Okay, you're asking the ambassador need, is there any requirement for them to provide? Yes, there is a requirement, and in order, we've opened an Indeed account. Rather, there is an application rather ongoing on Indeed account. But basically, you must have a bachelor degree if at all you want to apply as an ambassador for my cycle. You have to have a bachelor degree. Then you must be 26 or 25 years and above. And those are the major requirements that are needed. We don't need much. So I don't know if I've answered your question. Why me? Okay. I think why me said, and is there any selected states for this advert to be run by? No, there is no any selected states. Like I said, it's something that you could do physically. It's something you can do online by just sitting down. But for now, there are no selected states. It's just we want to expand this Bincom ICT solution. We want everyone to know what Bincom ICT solution offers, what we provide, what we can provide to the world, and the services they render. So it's not limited to just one state. It's not just limited to one state or one locality. Okay. Someone is asking, how do I apply? I don't know if I think I already answered that question earlier, that the application is already opened on Indeed, and you just check out the Indeed account, which is enterprise sales agent for my cycle, and from there you could just apply, send your CV, and would just check it out, and we'll get back to you on if you've been accepted or not. So I don't know if there's still any other questions or not.
So I think I'm seeing a question on chat box.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
not
can
sure
go
if you want to answer that. Said, no doubt the laws implemented on business by Nigeria government affect businesses in Nigeria. Affect business in Nigeria a lot in a scale of 100. In a scale of 100, how can Bincom and my circle help businesses not to be affected by most of this law? Mostly business dealing with no currency exchange and food products. So I don't know if anyone has answer to that question.
Wait, let me try to understand this question well, sir. Okay, she's saying no doubts the law implemented on businesses by Nigeria government. Okay.
I'm not sure if any of our services can actually help literally to deal with that part.
I think I can answer the question. Okay,
right.
Thank you for that. It's a tricky one actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so in a scale of 1 to 100, this my answer is going to be dependent on us using technology to solve most of the issues that these businesses may face. So I would say maybe 80%, it's going to be possible for us to actually help businesses who deal with exchange, currency exchange and food products, because we are trying to leverage technology with the best, we're trying to leverage businesses with the best use of technology. So that would help us really solve any issue that the laws that the Nigerian government makes, businesses, any laws that the Nigerian government makes that would affect businesses. So be able to help them solve that.
Okay.
So Shewa, I think you can continue.
Hello, Shewa, are you there?
Okay, I think Olivia wants to answer. Oh yes, I'm here. I'm here with you.
All right.
So okay, Olala.
Shewa,
Okay.
I'm seeing a question online here.
So I think I saw
myself as any physical office in Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I can take that.
Yes,
too.
we have a. Okay.
Sorry to cut you short. So, Bincom has physical offices in Lagos, Ibadan, Warri, in Kano and Kaduna. Currently, we are also trying to expand to all states in Nigeria, and we're trying to expand to all states in Nigeria also for this year.
All right. Thank you, Olivia, for that. So do we have any other incoming questions or no other questions? I think we've answered all questions on the chat box already. And like I said earlier, the application is actually opened on Indeed. If you want to apply as an ambassador for the enterprise sales rep. So if at all you want to apply, the application is opened and you could just check out the requirements needed. like I said earlier, we just need your bachelor degree certificate and few other things. But just feel free to check it out rather on Indeed. And in quest of no question, I would like to appreciate each and every one of us for giving us this opportunity for despite the fact that we all had our busy schedules and we all know that this is actually the weekend whereby we all need to rest or stuff like that, but we all made time for okay the link Nuruddin, please could you help me provide the link on the chat box. Nuruddin, please, are you there? Is Nuruddin there? Olivia.
Yes,
Olivia,
I can hear you.
am I having network issues?
No, I can hear you.
Okay, please. All right, please. Could you help me provide the link? Like, could you help link? Because I don't know if okay.
All right.
All right, thank you. So like I was saying earlier, I would really like to appreciate each and every one of us, even our Speaker Olivia Wami, for shedding more light on how to make use of technology to increase our business productivity. And I would like to appreciate even the guests for asking questions, because it's through questions we get to understand what we are being taught. It's through questions we get to undertake in order to avoid some pitch. Despite the fact that it took me, we still got to learn a lot of things during this session. I would really like to appreciate every one of us, and I guess I would call it the end of this meeting, or rather of this session. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much for joining this amazing session. We look forward to seeing you all during the next events, which will be coming up this August. Thank you very much. Olivia, please, you've not dropped the link yet. All right. Okay. So the link will be sent to Wami via mail. Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely weekend.
Thank you.